Hello and howdy there. A couple days ago, I saw the new film from Louis Leterrier, Now You See Me, and I didn't really care for it. I think I'll give it a 4. I guess I had, well, I can't say that I had fun, but I think there was enough, good actors, there was enough, technical know-how that I still could appreciate it at some level. I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was mostly bad. I thought it was dumb as well. It was not good. It was not good. I think 4 is fair. I think 4 is fair. Part of me kind of would say 5 just because there's a lot of talent, in this film, but I don't know. Sometimes people seem lost while making this film. So I don't know. A 4. I think, I'm going with 4. I kind of wanted to see the film based off the trailers, just because I guess I'm a fan of magic, whatever. I as much as the next guy at least, I like magic, and I like, bank heist movies where they show you how everything is done in detail. I guess you could say that this is Ocean's 11 with magic. And with no sense. So, okay, the trailer kind of had me. I was like, yeah, okay, I kind of want to see it. And then my parents saw it, and they said that I needed to see it. And I'm like, oh, Luke, you'll love it. And whenever my mother tells me that I'll love a film, well, I always get apprehensive about that just because our tastes couldn't be, more different. So that still did not stop me, and I still saw the film, and I didn't care for it too much. The film is about 4 magicians who are hand-selected by a mysterious ancient organization of magic called the Eye. And if you, complete their orders without, hesitation or question, you'll get admitted into this ancient organization and, I don't know, have power of some sort. I don't know what you get for being in the Eye, other than being in the Eye. So they, are sent on this task by the Eye, and they basically rob the strong. They're basically Robin Hood type figures. They rob the rich and the powerful and give to the poor. And yeah, so then the FBI is chasing them around, trying to stay one step ahead of people who are professionally 3 steps ahead. So and that's pretty much it. Just the FBI trying to stop them before their final act, whatever. Okay, so the film stars a lot of people, and that's definitely kind of what got me in the theater, is the eclectic cast. You got Jesse Eisenberg, you've got Morgan Freeman, you've got Michael Caine, who else is in there? Why did I just forget his name? God, he's the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo, Melanie Laurent, who else is in there? Oh, James Franco's little brother. I think is it Dave Franco? I'm not sure about that. Who else? Oh, I can't remember her name. Isla Fisher. Woody Harrelson. I think I've got everyone pretty much. Good cast, and good acting. the writing never really gives them anything too interesting to do. The weirdest part about it for me is that the film, the first half hour, 45 minutes of the film, are about the Four Horsemen, the magicians. And then after that, the film, the focal character is Mark Ruffalo's FBI agent. I mean, and the partnership he has with an Interpol agent played by Melanie Laurent. And so it's like, you know, I thought we were going to get to, you know, see some behind the scenes, you know, a peek behind the curtain into the world of magic and you know, things like this, and get to see exquisitely crafted, you know, bank heists and things of that nature. But we just kind of follow Mark Ruffalo around and Melanie Laurent, who is just beautiful. You know, she's gorgeous. You know, she's just gorgeous, and she's gorgeous in this movie. So I didn't, I guess, mind it too much because I could just keep staring at her and be all right with that. But it was just, you know, watching them, you know, walk around and be, again, like one step behind, and always on the outs. I guess you just follow the underdog. Again, you start out by thinking you're going to watch The Four Horsemen, but it switches, you know, it switches. There's a lot of switches in this. You know, I think the film kind of wants to be a magic trick in its own way, or an illusion, you know, with misdirection and you know, there's a couple times I think that they just want you so badly to go, whoa, you know, I can't believe that happened. And, you know, they want something big like, you know, a Sixth Sense, you know, level of twist. And it doesn't, you know, it fails. You know, there's just no suspense. I never felt that the characters were more than, you know, they were all just a bunch of caricatures instead of characters. And I just didn't care about anyone. Like, even, again, Mark Ruffalo, it's just so cliched. I mean, there's just so many cliches going on. There's nothing real original. You know, people, I don't know, they switch. There's no motivation to anything. There's no, I never felt involved. You know, I just didn't care. You know, I just didn't care. And then at the end of the film, when they're asking you to care, you know, it's just not there. And you know, it just feels like, you know, nothing. And I was just kind of waiting for it to be over. You know, and the ending, you know, there's a twist ending. Again, there's like, I believe there's 2 twists that I believe the filmmakers want you to, like, think is, oh, so awesome. You know, I didn't see that coming. And, well, I guess in a way, you don't see them coming because it really makes no sense. And there's just absolutely zero preparation or believability to it. You know, I don't know. But definitely the second twist, the one at the end of the film, just unbelievable. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, it just, instead of, like, providing this, you know, moment of clarity and solution, it just, you know, dumps 100 more questions, you know, on to the end of the film. And it's just like, what? You know, what? So I don't know, I just didn't, I mean, I got it. I didn't get it. You know, I didn't get why they had to do that. It just really not a good ending. The third act is weak. You know, the third act is weak. I guess Louis Leterrier isn't a filmmaker who's like impressed me a great deal. I would say his best film is probably The Transporter. He did the first two Transporters. I think there's 3 Transporters, maybe even 4, but he only did the first 2. He also did, I'm not sure about the sequel, but he did Clash of the Titans. I'm not sure about Wrath of the Titans, but he did Clash, the remake, you know, which is not good. And then I guess maybe his biggest film would have to be probably The Incredible Hulk, the one where Edward Norton is the Hulk, which I did not care for. I much preferred Ang Lee's Hulk over his Hulk. And I guess I found it interesting that he made the Incredible Hulk, and here he is working with the new Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. So I guess that was kind of interesting to think about. But again, Leterrier hasn't made anything like too impressive to me, and I guess I wasn't expecting much, but it didn't give me anything. It didn't make me care. For one, it didn't give my heart anything, and it didn't give my brain anything. Because it didn't tell me any secrets. These characters, some of them were obnoxious, and I was wondering why I'm watching a feature film made about characters I wouldn't even want to talk to in real life. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. For fairness' sake, when the film was over and the credits started to roll, there was applause. I don't get it, but I saw this in an evening performance. I would say that in a rather large auditorium. I wouldn't go so far as to say that the theater was half full, but I'd say maybe a third full. It was a third full. I guess some of the people really enjoyed their time and felt that applause was necessary. But when I heard that applause, I was stunned. I was just like, what? I was like shooting my head around to see who was applauding this movie. I have to say that it was enjoyed by some, not really by me. Well, there's some good performances, but it's not enough. The actors work with what they're given, and they're not given much. I guess it looked good. The special effects were fine. What very little magic there was in the film was fun to watch. I guess it does have some saving, grace points, but I don't know, not enough to recommend. Certainly, I'm not going to tell anyone to watch this movie. This is a type of movie where I don't want to tell people I watched it. But whatever. Yeah, I certainly wish I had kind of waited for DVD and been in my own home and whatever. I could have, yelled at the TV or made fun of it or something. But, I don't know. The actors try, and again, it's done with some technical skill. Obviously, Leterrier has been making films for a while now, so he does know ways around a camera, and it does look good. So it's not, without redemption, but the story is just... it's just bad. It's just not there. It's just not there. I can't say that it's bad. It's just not there. I just never cared. So there you go. I don't know what else to say about it. I guess I kind of laughed. I laughed in the way you laugh at a bad movie. I just wished I was drunk. I wished I was drunk and yelling. I think I would have had a much better time if I were drunk and obscene. So there you go. I think that's about all I can say. So that's Now You Can See Me, and I think a 4 is fair. Thanks much.